Babe, let's do the at least challenge.
How honest are we going? Like brutally honest?
Yes.
Well, you better not get upset with me then, since I'm about to cook your
Okay, fine. I'm starting. At least I have friends.
At least I've got kind, loving parents.
At least I'm not an unemployed bum.
At least I don't have depression.
At least I don't suck at basketball.
At least my dad didn't leave to go get milk.
At least I'm not built like a stick man.
At least I don't have a body count triple my age.
At least I'm not shorter than 6 feet.
At least I'm not 6 feet wide.
At least I didn't get caught sniffing my crush's seat and then suspended in middle school.
Riz App says, at least I know you're bold. At least I know you're bold.
That was unexpected, but cute. But back to the game, silly.
At least I'm not built like Big Mom.
At least my source of income doesn't come from stealing homeless people's tip jars.
At least I didn't have to travel 10 miles for clean water when I was the age of 3.
At least I didn't live in a trailer park with 30 siblings.
At least I don't live in the hood.
At least my dad and uncle aren't the same person.
At least I can swim.
At least I can tolerate spice.
At least I don't have to worry about getting mag dumped by a cop.
At least I don't smell like 24/7.
At least I didn't have to wear shackles as part of my outfit.
Okay, babe, that's too far.
At least I didn't get picked on in high school for being built like a raspberry. At least I don't take Ozempic. At least I don't smell like an aquarium down below. At least I can run a mile without having a heart attack. At least my mom didn't 200 pound herself. Babe? Hello? You know it's your turn, right?
We're done. I'm breaking up.